If you've ever wondered what it takes to be a pop sensation in the 2020s, Sabrina Carpenter has the answer: talent, grit, resilience, and apparently the patience of a saint. Because while most of us are just trying to survive awkward Zoom calls and overpriced oat milk lattes, Carpenter has been dodging death threats, bomb scares, internet trolls, and heartbreak that could make Nicholas Sparks cry into his keyboard. Yet somehow she has spun it all into hit songs, sold-out tours, and enough confidence to clap back at haters with the kind of sass that deserves its own Grammy category. Let's take a walk through the trials and triumphs of one of pop's most resilient stars. Bullied for singing? Yes, really. Imagine being bullied for doing the one thing you're actually amazing at. That was young Sabrina's reality. While most kids her age were stressing about spelling tests, she was uploading covers of Adele and Christina Aguilera on YouTube, placing in Miley Cyrus's online talent contest, and even snagging a role on Law & Order, SVU. But her classmates? Not impressed. They mocked her dreams, proving once again that middle school might just be humanity's most dangerous battlefield. Carpenter told Interview magazine that she felt safer homeschooling, where the only bullies were probably math equations. Looking back, she says leaving those toxic circles was the best decision she ever made. And honestly, she's not wrong. What good has ever come out of middle school cafeterias, guided and misguided? Carpenter has always been painted as the fearless girl power star, but she admits her early career wasn't exactly empowering. She told Time in 2024 that she was constantly guided and misguided by people who didn't have her best interests at heart. The silver lining? She learned to trust her instincts. By the time she released her fifth studio album, Emails I Can't Send, she had stopped trying to be a robot angel and embraced a little chaos instead. Or in plain English, she decided to live her life while she's still young enough to get away with bad decisions. Honestly, that should be printed on a t-shirt and handed out to every college freshman, the heartbreak that broke her. Every pop star has that one breakup that wrecks them so thoroughly it practically comes with its own soundtrack. For Carpenter, it was the heartbreak that inspired songs like Tornado Warnings. She never spilled the tea on who the mystery man was, cue internet detectives with magnifying glasses, but she admitted it shook her confidence to the core. In a 2025 Vogue interview, she called it her biggest heartbreak to date and compared the feeling to grieving someone who was still alive. Ouch. That's not just heartbreak. That's the deluxe edition with bonus tracks of emotional pain. Battling anxiety, one song at a time. If you've ever listened to Carpenter's 2019 single Exhale, you've basically heard what anxiety feels like set to music. She has openly discussed her struggles, explaining that it often felt like 1,000 questions you can't answer. At first, she worried about sounding ungrateful, because yes, being a Disney starlet turned pop sensation doesn't exactly scream relatable problems. But opening up helped fans see that even people with glittery stage outfits and chart-topping singles can wrestle with mental health. And let's be honest, anyone who says they've never felt like they can't breathe while staring at an email inbox is lying. Losing Cameron Boyce. In 2019, Carpenter's close friend and fellow Disney alum Cameron Boyce passed away unexpectedly at just 20 years old. Her heartfelt tribute on Facebook captured the devastation. She wrote that she couldn't imagine a world without him and praised his humor, spirit, and talent. It was a reminder that even in Hollywood, where everyone's Instagram looks perfect, life can throw the cruelest punches. Carpenter's grief was raw, real, and deeply human. Death threats over a love triangle, and now the subplot that launched 1,000 TikToks, the driver's license drama. When Olivia Rodrigo released her heartbreak anthem in 2021, fans speculated it was about Joshua Bassett, and a blonde older girl many assumed was Sabrina Carpenter. Cue chaos. Fans unleashed a storm of death threats at Carpenter, who later addressed the drama in her song Because I Liked a Boy. If Shakespeare were alive today, he'd be writing TikTok musical adaptations of this saga. Instead, we got online harassment so intense it could fill semi-trucks, as Carpenter herself put it. At least Bassett confirmed he was getting threats too, proving misery really does love company. Heartbreak X2, losing her grandparents. As if losing a friend wasn't enough, Carpenter faced more heartbreak with the deaths of her grandparents, Frank and Marilyn Cartwright. She posted touching tributes on Instagram, remembering their love, support, and even her grandma's delightfully quirky music critiques. These weren't just casual social media posts. They revealed a star deeply grounded in family, even while navigating fame's chaos. The bomb threat show that never was. Being a pop star is supposed to be glamorous. Sequins, spotlights, screaming fans. But in 2022, Carpenter's Portland concert was canceled after a bomb threat was reported at the venue. Thankfully, everyone left safely, but Carpenter admitted it broke her heart to cancel. Nothing kills pre-show excitement like a police evacuation, right? She handled it with grace, though I suspect added security became a permanent line item on her tour rider. Love, rumors, and Barry Keoghan. In 2024, Carpenter and actor Barry Keoghan were the internet's favorite new couple, until they weren't. Their breakup was officially chalked up to career focus, but the rumor mill went wild with alleged cheating scandals. Keoghan eventually had to post on X, formerly Twitter, but we all still call it Twitter, defending himself, while influencer Brecky Hill, dragged into the gossip storm, insisted she had never even met the man. Honestly, at this point, Sabrina's love life deserves its own Netflix limited series, complete with a dramatic violin-heavy soundtrack, called out for lip-syncing. TikTok trolls don't sleep, and in 2024, they accused Carpenter of lip-syncing during her short and sweet tour. One viral post even broke it down like a math problem. 30% lip-syncing, 30% backing track, 40% live. Carpenter clapped back hard, declaring she sings live 100%, and even offered to connect critics with her audio engineers. Honestly, if that's not confidence, I don't know what is. Though let's be real, if Beyoncé, Madonna, and Britney have all been accused of lip-syncing, Sabrina's in pretty iconic company. Album cover. Backlash, Too Hot to Handle. In 2025, Carpenter announced her 7th studio album, Man's Best Friend, and its cover art promptly broke the internet. The imagery, Carpenter on all fours while a man grips her hair, sparked outrage, with critics calling it soft porn and regressive. But Carpenter, unbothered. When a fan asked if she had anything to offer besides sex, she cheekily replied, "Girl, yes, and it is good. I'm actually a very normal amount of horny." Mic drop. She later told Rolling Stone she found the outrage ironic. After all, it's often the same people who complain who are streaming those very songs to the top of the charts. She's got a point. Pop culture loves to clutch its pearls while secretly replaying the tracks in private. Surviving the chaos with sass. Sabrina Carpenter's journey isn't just about catchy hooks or killer stage outfits, it's about resilience. She's turned middle school bullying, toxic industry players, devastating loss, and internet hate into fuel for her music and her persona. Through heartbreak, tragedy, and Twitter trolls, she stayed unapologetically herself, a little chaotic, a little cheeky, but always honest. And maybe that's why fans love her so fiercely. She's proof that you can face life's chaos, crack a joke about it, and still come out on top with a #1 single. If there's a lesson in all this, it's probably don't mess with Sabrina Carpenter. But if you must, at least be prepared for her to turn your drama into a bop. And that's a wrap on the wild, chaotic, but totally inspiring journey of Sabrina Carpenter. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more stories like this, don't forget to hit that like and make sure you subscribe. Until next time, keep streaming, keep dreaming, and stay chaotic in the best way possible. See you in the next video.